Hey guys, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2015 teen comedy high school film, The Duff. I have a list of people to my right, your left, so I'm just going to read it down, then we're going to talk about it. Directed by Ari Sandel, starring Mae Whitman, who is the voice of Katara, and she's in Sky Pilgrim, and Mae is just perfect. Robbie Amell. The next following reviews are going to be Robbie Amell movies because Robbie is awesome. Love Robbie. He is great. Okay, continuing. Bella Thorne, Skylar Samuels, Bianca Santos, Nick Everson, Ken Jeong, Dr. Ken Jeong, to be completely honest. Now, what's cool about, let's see. I don't even know where to begin. Robbie is awesome, so that's why we're going to talk about a few of his movies. Mae is just a wonderful, talented actress. Bella is perfect in all of the sinister, snide, snarky, rude, repugnant characters that she does. Ken is just hysterical in everything he does in general. And who else? Skylar I know from Scream Queens and American Horror Story. So 2 Ryan Murphy films. So it's nice to see all of these actors and actresses interact with each other, knowing them from other things. Now, I'm quite a fan of the teen comedies, whether it's high school teen movies or late teen, early 20s, shenanigans for college films. It's very fun, and it's fun to see the differences between 80s films, high school college films, to 90s high school college films, to 2000s high school college films, aughts 2000, and then this decade, the teens decade. It's really cool seeing it. Now, what's very specific about this film, which I find hilarious, is that you need to watch this film after you watch Easy A, Emma Stone's Easy A, which came out in 2010. Now, why I say that, and this film was 5 years after Easy A came out, is because Jessie J has a song called Sexy Silk, which is featured in both Easy A and The Duff, as well as the school mascot being the Blue Devils for both the Easy A High School and the Duff High School. Hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who picked up on that, but I don't even think it was, meant to be coincidental. I think it just is coincidental. I don't think there was actually silver linings connecting the two, but clearly because I know a lot of things about certain films that I put the two together. Now, Robbie is an awesome actor. I mentioned it. We're going to talk about it in soon reviews as well. But let's say why he's an awesome actor. He's very convincing. He's very convincing when he's sad. He's very convincing when he's mad. He's very convincing when he's happy. He's very convincing when he's confused, quizzical. He's charming yet witty. He has that sense of smug yet swag. So it's cool seeing him in a personal aspect, through social media, but as well as a professional aspect. Obviously, he's the cousin of Stephen Amell, who is, Oliver Queen on Arrow. There's like a 12-year difference between them. But I like Robbie's acting skills. If I'm comparing family member to family member, I like Robbie more than Stephen, just because of that level of convincing. Like, when Stephen acts, sometimes you're like, oh my God, he's such a drama queen. Why is he overacting? Kind of a thing. But Robbie, it's just more natural. It's more flowy. It's more like groovy. Did I just say groovy? More groovy. That was actually a throwback to when Robbie was the teenage version of Fred for when they did 2 live-action prequels to Scooby-Doo, Mystery Inc. Except Robbie had his normal brown black hair. He didn't have Fred's blonde hair. So the question was always, when did Fred get blonde? Or why didn't they make the teenage Fred, Robbie, blonde in the 2 films that they made? When was that? 08 maybe? 09? I don't remember. So the Duff stands for Designated Ugly Fat Friend. It was based off a best-selling book. The author's name is Cody something. I don't know what her last name is. But she's actually in this film, and she says, I'm a Duff. And it's hysterical seeing Cody actually be in her film. I like that. They did the same thing when J.K. Rowling was in one of the Harry Potter films. I think it was A Goblet of Fire, just as a student. And it was fun. I like seeing that. Becky Albertelli, author of Love, Simon, wasn't actually in the movie Love, Simon. She was on set a bunch of times. But I would have loved to see Becky being somehow in it. Jeff Kinney, who's the author of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, is actually in the films as one of the students' dads. I like seeing that. I like knowing that little bit. So having Cody in this movie, The Duff, based off of her best-selling book, awesome. Lit. Deadass. Super awesome. What else? What else about this movie? Oh, let's talk about the plot. We've talked about how amazing everybody is. Let's talk about the plot. So Mae Whitman plays Bianca, who has two really hot friends. And then Robbie's character, Wes, explains to Bianca at one of the school parties that Bianca is the designated ugly fat friend, the Duff, because people always ask her questions about Jess and Casey, her friends, and never actually ask questions about her, and she's the buffer, and blah, 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 this and that. So eventually there's a deal that's made that Bianca will help Wes pass science if Wes helps Bianca prepare for a date with this guy she likes named Toby. Hysterical scene involving mannequins in a mall. It was very entertaining seeing these real-life locations for these particular characters. Oh, Allison Janney plays Dottie, who is Mae Whitman's mom in the film. Allison Janney, Academy Award winner, Emmy Award winner, beautiful, perfectly talented actress that she is wonderful. I like seeing talented people do great work with certain characters. It was really nice seeing Allison's take on Dottie's character, the divorcee who turned it around with her revolution. So eventually Bianca realizes that she actually does like Wes, and then Wes realizes he eventually does like Bianca, and they live next door to each other, so it's literally the boy next door, the girl next door. Adorable. Adorable, beautiful, well-crafted, quick, very quick hour-and-a-half movie, I think, something to that extent. Very well executed, teenage, high school rom-com. Job well done. Job well done, everyone involved. I have no issues with this film, no qualms with this film. I absolutely love this film. But again, you got to watch it right after you watch Easy A. Also because it's all social media in here. So in 2010, they're referencing Facebook in Easy A. But in the 2015, The Duff, they're referencing every social media. So, and there's hashtags throughout the title credits and stuff like that. So it's nice seeing how pop culture progressed within the 5 years of these two high school films. Very cool. So 2020, which is next year technically, how is social media going to look represented with high school films? Snapchat is going to be probably a big thing about it, but to be honest, Snapchat's kind of faded ever since Instagram and Facebook got their stories. So we'll see. Will there be a new social media raving by the end of this year, beginning of next year? We shall see. And on that note, mucho mahalo, guys.